exactly where that buy trade comes in just here. You'll see the buy limits. Remember, the entry price is the limit. The exit price is just to make a tick, guys. That's all we're trying to do at this point, is to get the trade on so that we know that the entry price is exactly where we're trying to get the entry price without slip. So there's the trade there for the buy trade. Well, that's exactly correct, isn't it? That process is exactly where you need to be. It's exactly to the tick where you would expect to see the buy trade taking place. So this is what we're trying to show, is that the trades that are getting done for the buy limits and the sell limits are exactly what you're seeing on the max indicator itself. So that you might be looking at the indicator and say, is it hindsight? Is it does the trade come in after the signal comes in? What happens? How do we get the, what's the trade? What's the signal? How does it evolve? Does it repaint? Does it refresh? Well, I hope this kind of proves that this is exactly what we said it was going to do, and that is, when the signal comes in, it works the orders. When it comes in here, it works the orders. There is no repaint. There is no refresh. There is no way for us to mock up the outcomes. It is what it is. All the good stuff, all the bad stuff, all the in-between stuff. It is what it is. And it's just, that's how it trades. This is how it's looking to trade. It's trying to capture a bit of business in here. But you can see, obviously, once these levels are established, they really can become areas that you can work trade into. For example, here. And when this area becomes established, it really is an area that you could come back into and say, well, I could actually do a bit of business down here as well. I could work some business possibly here and here, perhaps. So this is what we start to consider as possible trade outcomes using the information that Max is finding buys and sells. Because whilst Max is a scalp just now, it scalps on the basis of macro and micro value. It's an R squared, right? It's an R squared process. It's an institutional process for commercials. It's not an institutional process for locals. This is a commercial order flow narrative. This is a commercial algorithm. So when Max finds a buy, it's usually going to be a good area to buy into. And if it's not, it's going to end up with a squeeze area. You're going to end up getting that squeeze narrative kicking off. But yep, there you go. Two trades, and the last two trades that we've had, that sell trade there and that buy trade there, it's exactly as you'd have expected. And obviously, if you'd left the trade short, it just went 43.06 to 42.76, $1,500 per contract. And if you'd left the trade long here, you can see we've went from 76 to 86, $500 profit. So those two trades from swing high to swing low is $2,000 per contract. Which is pretty good. I do say so myself.